Hey everybody! Chilean Independence Day. I did not know that was today. But that's cool. Wait too. Thanks, man. I'm hyped too. This is probably one of the more fun models that I'm excited to do. Just because I haven't done the effects yet, so I'm just excited to see how they turn out and everything. Because I'm going to make his face super glowy, his armor all rusty. Everything's going to be like over the top. Ooh, awesome! Thank you for bringing them. I'm excited to have everybody. Sorry, I'm just turning my volume down in my ear. I'm blasting myself out. But okay, today, I put my glasses on. Excuse me. Today, we are gonna continue with our skeleton guy, of course, but we're gonna use a little bit of effects today. I just wanna test it. And if it doesn't work, we can always go over it. But I want to try this new Rust by Dirty Down. This is apparently like skill in a bottle. So this is going to be pretty interesting. I've never used it before, but apparently this is literally the best rust effect that you can get out there. And I'm excited to see kind of what it looks like at the end. So we're going to put a little bit on various parts of his armor. Definitely places where any water will pool, and then on the chainmail too. And then when we're done with that, as it's drying, we'll move on to other spots. But I'm super excited about it. And then we get to start thinking about a few other places. Like we're gonna do. I actually not missed, but I didn't get to the armor on his leg, and I didn't get to his hands or any of the decorative leather that he has on him. So we're gonna do some of that today. I'm super excited. It's gonna be fun. Okay, get my palette ready. I did not do. This is my little water bottle. By the way, these are super useful with the spout like this. I use it for everything. I use it for topping off the wet palette. I use it for cleaning my airbrush. That specific nozzle type is just crazy useful. So if you're ever gonna get like water bottles, and they're crazy cheap too. Like a pack of like 5 is $6 or $7. And they don't ever like go bad or anything. It's just holding water or alcohol, depending on what you're doing. The what? Oh yeah. No, these are. I forget what they're actually called. I'm pretty sure it's just like a squirt bottle, something like that. It's like something super basic. Who's in here? Okay, let's. Got everything. What else do we need? Oh, we need a fresh paint container. I'm not going to use these because those are cleaning right now. Here we go. 1 second. 5 viewers? Hell yeah. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining my little paint stream. Hopefully I'm entertaining enough for you. I'll try to be. But for anybody who doesn't already see, we're doing a skeleton. We're in the middle of it. and it's going to be a high effect skeleton. We're going to put all kinds of stuff on him, like glowing skull, really high definition object source lighting, rust, blood, all kinds of stuff. Maybe not blood, but we'll see. But I want to make super ghastly ghosty, so it's going to be fun. So let's switch to the paint cam. We'll get started. Zoom out a little bit. Here we are. So yesterday we did some of his armor. We did the bones are super rotted. This is a Lich character. So he's got like you can probably see it a little bit, but it's less of a brown and more of a green that we did on his bones because I want him to look gross. And on the inside, when we get to that point, we're not going to do it quite yet because I'm also going to sculpt some flames out of green stuff, and I'm going to put it all around kind of his head area, and he's going to be like a green flame coming from the inside of his eye sockets and mouth and all around his head, and that's going to be a big object source lighting piece. But we have to finish all of the other details first so that we put the object source lighting on top of them. So it still looks like some of it will come through on the parts that it's hitting most intensely. That's the order you want to do it. So if you're ever going to do object source lighting, do that at the end after you put any other effects that you're going to do. How's it going, Holden? Thanks for joining. Is this your first time? Okay. So let's get started. The first thing I want to test is actually the Dirty Down Rust. So that's this paint here. Let me zoom out a little bit. So this is an effect paint, and we're going to use this just a little bit to... Cool. Oh man, what time is it for you guys? I hope it's not like 3 a.m. or something like that. I have no idea. But this we're going to use on pieces of the armor, and we're going to see how this looks first, just to get an idea of if this is the right fit for this model. Oh, nice. Okay, that's not so bad. We had somebody yesterday that's in France, and it was like 3 a.m. for them. And I was like, oh man, I apologize for keeping people up so late. Sorry, this is my paint shaker. Might be an annoying noise. Okay. So this is a, you don't want to put this on your wet palette. It's a little bit different than normal paint. It's going to have different properties. You want to keep it kind of isolated to itself. It's pretty strong. So you can water it down if you want. It's not absolutely necessary, but you can. I'm using a little pipette to get some of it out of the bottle. I'm going to put it on in the little dish here. Okay. Put that aside. Pipettes are also pretty essential to really any. You should just have a bunch of them. Again, they're cheap. You can get 1,000 for $10. Good morning, Yoichi. Thank you for joining again. You are quickly becoming one of my most consistent viewers, so thank you. I appreciate you so much. It makes me so happy that people keep showing up to watch me. And I also mean you too, Ozzy. I appreciate you. You were first. So we're gonna do a little bit of this rust effect. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so I'm just getting a little bit on the brush here, and I'm gonna put it a little bit in the recess of the armor right here. So this is gonna give it like the effect that it's pooled underneath this little section. And I'm going light at first just to test to see how the coverage is, because I've never used this before. and this has lots of particulates in it. So it may behave a little bit differently than what I'm expecting, but that looks pretty good already. And when it dries, it's going to get a really deep brown effect. Well, thank you. I hope that this is fun for you to try and translate my English. Here's the rust. I think that's a good spot for it. One piece that I didn't actually realize was here is, if you can see it, there's this little vial right here. It's this little potion vial, and that can also be its own little object source lighting. So I got to decide what color potion that's going to be. That's exciting. It's little things that I get to, like, oh, that's little. I wasn't expecting to be able to do that. Poison vial. Yeah, no, I'm thinking it's going to be green, like the rest of kind of the color scheme. But let's take a look. This. So see that rust in the cracks of the armor there, in the folds of the armor? I think that's perfect. That is exactly where you would expect something like that to show up. Now we're going to put it on a couple different areas. We're actually going to put a little bit more on there because it's not quite even. And one thing to also look at this specific type of paint, like, it's already dry in this little container. Like, I had it for maybe, how long was that? 45 seconds? So this is a very fast drying. No, you don't want to water it down. That's what I've heard. You can water it down, but that dilutes the effect. So it's pretty temperamental. So I just got to be fast and get it on the brush quickly, I guess. It's funny. Look at the pipette. So it already dried on the pipette, and it looks like it's rusty. Pretty funny. It's a really good paint. Works as advertised. Something too, I can smell it. Like, it's a pretty strong odor. So if you're sensitive to that, just be aware. It's not like standard acrylics. Get a little more in there. A little bit. Ooh, you gotta move real fast. It's like, you can't see it, but on the little palette that I have, or the little dish that I have, it's already turning into like this slime. There we go. So that gives that a little more character and keeps the shine on the areas where we still want the shine. Thirsty? Man, wow. It's already like, yeah. Wait, wait. Oh, okay. I thought for a second I thought the word thirsty was like censored by the bot that I have, but the F word wasn't. I was like, what do you call it? What do you mean? It's bad selection. Okay. So that looks pretty good. Let's do some on the chainmail. Does not have to be, really specific. We're just getting it in areas where we kind of like it. Should be visible. Yeah, I'm really liking this effect. It's very convincing. All right. Side. Do a little towards the bottom, I would assume. A lot of the water would have pooled towards the bottom of the chainmail. It got there. Everyone's speaking Spanish. It's a different type of Spanish than what I don't want to say the word regular Spanish, but it's I guess what I would assume to be Spanish here in California, so like Mexico Spanish. Got a totally different dialect. There we go. Little bit of rust on our guy. Man, that looks good. That is definitely a keeper for effect paints for sure. Because that is super convincing. Wonder if I should do a couple of dots. Just little, like, pock marks up here so it's not quite so even. Yeah, that's good. Very good. Okay, moving on. Can't just sit here and admire that all day. Let's do we need to finish this inside of the shield here because he's got a bony hand. And we need to decide what the trim metal is going to be on this shield here. I'm thinking the same as the tainted gold up here, just to keep the metallics kind of there's sort of a rule. You can have a primary color, a secondary color, and a tertiary color. The tertiary color in this case is mostly going to be the gold here, because there's only going to be two regions where that exists. It's going to be the crown and the edges of the shield. Red will appear on other areas, like this is still technically part of the cloth. This is still part of the cloth, and the armor pieces are the most prolific. So we're going to use that gold as the tertiary color. And this is the tainted gold. It's a greenish gold, made to look nasty. A similar color in Citadel might be, like a close, what would be a close one? Actually, there, I think I have one. Close one might be... like Liberator Gold is a pretty, it's not green, but it's a very light gold. Hey Jenna, thanks for coming back. It's so late for you. I'm sorry that it's 3 a.m. over there. Oh my gosh. I so appreciate you being awake for this. Okay. So this is going to be... Black Blood Gold, yeah. He speaks German fluently. Very, very angrily. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope that it goes better for you soon. I'm happy that you're here, but I'm sad that it's not under great circumstances, so I hope that changes for you very soon. There we go. What's interesting to me about this part, why doesn't this gold trim extend all the way to the end here? It's got enough, it extends to the backside, but not there. Weird. I don't like asymmetry. It's bothering me. But okay. Now let's do, I don't think we need, oh, the front part. Apple cider. Having gold flag off mid black. I think I'm reading that incorrectly. Oh, it's so hard to sleep during the day. I had a, when I was much younger, I had a very short-term job where I had to get up and be at it at 2 a.m. So I had to sleep during the day. That was I could not do it. Could not. It was the worst I'd ever felt in terms of sleep. There we go. And you guys said direwolf for this back here. So let me look that up because I'm trying to think, like, it's a gray, or is it like a gray white? Is it more white than gray? Because I'm just thinking about how we're gonna accomplish that. Let's see. Oh, it's like, well, hey, these examples. Hey! What's going on, bro? Thanks for coming. So, wait, this is all like, there's a bunch of different colors. Is it like the white one, or is it the gray with red? I see more gray with red than white. black with anthracite and white. Yeah, that's what I thought when it was suggested yesterday. I was thinking it was like a white fur with like accents that are darker on top. Like it was going to be a white base with maybe a dark wash over it and then highlighting it with a gray, something like that. Yeah. You don't want hyper realism on this ghost skeleton? Come on. Yeah, I like white gray too. We're gonna go with that. That's what I think is gonna be the most fun and matches more with the theme anyway. It implies also that this guy is old or something like that. But first, we're gonna get a darker, or actually no, a lighter tan, because we're gonna do some of the leather and I'm gonna stain it with a contrast. Because I like the look of Wildwood a lot. So we're gonna try doing warm stone as the base for some of these leather bits that we have. And then we're gonna put Wildwood over it, which is a very dark brown. It's got a nice, it's got a really nice tone to it. And it's just gonna be for some of these straps. You'll see what I mean. The part that's gonna be tricky is because Wildwood is a contrast paint, I don't want it to get on other stuff. So I just need to be sparing with it, or very careful. So we'll give this a try. Okay. Yeah, brown is red. Brown is in the red spectrum, so that fits for sure. But the ghostly nature of the guy, I think, is suited more to the gray fur. Because if it was the brown fur, it almost makes him look too alive. Yeah. Or the thing that he killed too alive. There needs to be less life in the color scheme. Lots of muted things, stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. It would blend in with the cowl, which we don't want. Look at us. We're getting all artsy fartsy. We're talking about color theory and placement. This is the art class stream. I'm not worried about getting this white or this off-white on some of the other unpainted areas, but I don't want to get it on the armor. Just because I already did the rust effect, and I'd like to not have to reapply that or go back over it with a metallic. That would be nice, not to have to do that. Okay. Let's try and get this edge here. Hold my breath. There we go. Good enough. So we'll let that dry. Oh, and actually while that's drying, it's a good opportunity to edge highlight the cowl and see if we pick the right highlighting color. Where is it? There it is. And that was remember the cowl is this fiery vermilion mixed with a little bit of black. So we muted the tone a little bit, but we're just gonna bring some of that back just by edge highlighting, and I'm not gonna overdo it because I don't want it to look cartoonish, because this fiery vermilion is very bright. Let's see if we can see how this works. Get a smaller brush. Need to thin this paint. I don't know what it is about this particular pigment, but this one is the thickest red that I've ever seen. In fact, take a look at this. So I don't know if you can see it really well, but that is like a pudding texture. It's very, very thick. I mean, you have to water it down a lot. And no matter how much you mix, it always comes out like that. Okay. Be careful here. I'm going to start in the easiest spot. I'm going to go on the bottom of the chin here. See how that turns out. Now it's not, and it's super bright right now, but as it dries, it should be a little less bright. That's a lot of stuff that you're doing. Congrats on being so able to multitask. I'm just trying to catch all the little wrinkles that are obvious here. And the raised edges. There we go. Yeah, that's good. It's not too bright. As it dries, it still retains that nice muted background. It's not cartoonish. That was my worry. And adds a little bit of flair. That's good. Let's do the surrounding area of the head. Come on, can't hit that interior thing. That's a good comparison. Sorry, I'm holding my breath if I'm being too quiet right now. Just trying not to hit the chin of the skull. There we go. There we go. It's bringing out a little bit of life. Life is in vibrancy, but not life is in this character's life. He's definitely dead. 100% dead. There we go. You could say that. Okay. A few more little areas. One second. Okay. Man, this paint dries pretty quickly too. I wonder why this one is so. I wonder if like just the nature of how bright this one is, the pigment has to be so thick. A phylactery? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wonder what this guy's phylactery would have been. I want to say something cool, but also something mundane would be cool. Which there we go. Just about done edge highlighting this cowl. This is probably one of the, and I'm glad that I'm doing this first and not, I did the fur after, or I'm going to do the fur after because as you can see, I've gotten red paint all over where the fur is going to be, but I can just paint over it with the white that we're going to use in a second. So we did it in the correct order. Cowl first, fur second. Okay, and it looks like the white has dried on that little bit of leather, so let's test the wildwood. See, that's the correct shade. So that's this here. It is a Citadel contrast paint. I really like it. It's a really dark green, blue, brown. If that makes any sense, you'll see. But it's got really nice. It's got a really nice hue to it. Okay, let's give this a try. Again, I'm trying to be careful not to get this on the armor. It is a good color. I also hope it's not too close to the rust that we just did. And that you can tell that this is a different object. Yeah, that looks different. What is what? The strap? Oh shoot, I've been talking. Have I been talking with the microphone off for a second? Oh no, it's this. It's wildwood. It's a dark brown, so it looks like this. It's a little hard to see. Let me see if I can get a little more. Oh, the weird man. The weird man emoji. So it's like a dark, dark brown. But I like using it for leather. And I like the idea that this is a super dark leather strap. And if I need to, I'll highlight it with a, in fact, I will do it. I will do that. I'll highlight it with a lighter brown on the edges just to make sure that it stands out aside from the armor. And for that, we will use, I don't want it to be too light. Literally could be leather brown or paratrooper tan. I think I'm going to try leather brown first just to see if that's light enough, because this is such a dark leather that might be fine, because I don't want to make it too, again, like bright and cartoonish. Give that a test. Yeah, I think this will be plenty light. So let's give this a try. David Lynch. Trying really hard not to touch the armor right now. The first Mortal Kombat movie. That's a deep reference. Which is the one that has Ivan Drago? I know that's not the actor's name, but the guy who plays Ivan Drago in Rocky IV. Who does he play in the Mortal Kombat movies? Is it Sagat? No. Dolph Lundgren, yeah. There we go. Okay. So now that looks much more like leather. We got the wildwood on the inside, and we have the edge highlighting of the leather brown on the outside. Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm thinking of a totally different movie. Different universe, sorry. He's not in any of the Mortal Kombat movies, right? He's not in any of them. Okay, next, let's do his hand really quick. And then we will base coat the fur next. Yeah, the rust turned out super good. I'm really pleased with how that worked out. And we haven't even gotten to the super fun parts yet. We haven't done any of the glow. Right now we're still just making him look like a scary skeleton guy. A normal scary skeleton guy, not an ethereal scary skeleton guy. Like he's gonna be. Dolph Lundgren was the inspiration for the movie Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. He has a master's degree in chemistry. That's pretty cool. I did not know that. Funny how both him and Arnold Schwarzenegger have totally different but almost equally strange post-acting or non-acting separate lives. Like people literally sometimes forget that Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California for a minute. Like I remember that. Okay, next. Well, that's drying. Let's do. What else can we do? Oh, that leather strap on the inside of the shield. Is that leather? Yeah, that's leather. Let me just get that coated really quick, and then we'll do the wildwood. I'm trying to think of like other people who were prolifically doing things that were prolific outside of acting. Like I think we talked. Jesse Ventura was the governor of Minnesota, also. So these wrestlers and bodybuilders were all political, in political power at some point. Okay, what else? Oh, actually, we have more leather bits that I can get at least the first coat on. They're kind of hidden. It's hard to see them almost, but this is a leather piece right here. This little strap that's holding a ring of keys and this little vial of poison. We'll get that at least one coat on there. While it's drying, we'll move on to the other pieces. let that dry. Okay. And for the fur, is not, white fur is not white. It's actually closer to the bone that we've been using, but actually I want to make it a little darker. So we will use, for the base coat of the fur, this Great Hall Gray. Because if you remember Magic School Bus, when they go into the Arctic or something, I forget where it is, and they encounter the polar bear and they go inside the fur, and then Miss Frizzle says, and look, it's actually not white, it's hollow and off-white. For anybody who remembers Magic School Bus. Use a slightly bigger brush for this. Actually, kind of a lot bigger brush. I also remember the one where they turn small and like go into Miss Frizzle's muscles, and she beats, she wins like a rowing competition. Yeah, Magic School Bus was wild. Go watch go watch Magic School Bus again and be like, they were showing this, they were using this to teach children. No, that was a good show. I'm not worried about getting paint on like any of this flat area because that's going to be completely covered by the cape piece. That's actually super cool knowledge. Good lore drops today. Because that would be too important to know. They need to get those fees. But I'm in 100% agreement with you. Although, being from France, they do it totally different than we do. They don't have to do the calculations themselves, like us Americans. At least that's what I heard. Does the government just send you, like, your bill? Or how does that even work? Okay, just about done with the base coat of the fur here. And then we got to decide what wash we're going to use to make it the right shade. It's got to be a gray shade, but not super strong. Maybe dark skin shade. It's a grayish brown. We'll give that a try. And if we don't like it, we can paint over it. Where did I just put my brush? There it is. Get a little of that in our dish here. Duelist. I actually really like that movie. There's a movie called The Duelists. It's about two French soldiers. Actually, this is what I think it is. No, not this. This is too brown. Let's do... Let's just do dark tone. This is just a gray wash, but I think that that's actually going to be what we're looking for the fur. Yeah, I think that's better. Apply that. See if this is dry, or at least dry enough. Not quite. Let's get it a little more time. True. Some might say it was better. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think anybody from that time would say it was better than now. Where'd my wildwood go? There it is. While the fur is drying, I'm just going to put a wildwood on the leather. I need to learn how to fix the autofocus on this camera because as helpful as it's been, it's also causing some focus problem. It's hard to edit when I'm done with these because most of it is out of focus, or a lot of it is. Okay. And let's see here. What else could we do? Oh, I forgot. This little kneecap is actually part of the armor. So that's part of the plate armor. Let me just put a coat of dark aluminum on that really quick. That'll help other things to stand out. That is a crazy story. Yeah, history's wild. You hear about stories like that. Ow. Oh. Just applying the voodoo shade to the hand here so that the bone looks like bone again. We made a lot of progress today. We did the rust, we did some of the leather, we did the edge highlighting on the cowl, we did the interior of the shield, the hand. We are getting lots done. Let's do see you later. Thank you for hanging out once again. We're finishing up here for the day as well. I did want to get at least this one wash over the fur. Get that in the recesses. Really nice. Thanks for joining. All right, so this is where we're gonna stop for today. We got quite a few things done. We got some of the leather bits. We got the back end of the fur at least based and washed. We got the hand, we got the rust. This is coming along great. So thanks everybody for hanging out. We're gonna continue this next time, and then we're going to, the next pieces that we're gonna start doing are, we're gonna bring the sword in, and we're gonna start doing some of the effects. Yeah, it really, it adds to the pop of the cowl because it's still a brown. It makes it look a little bit more convincing. But we're gonna keep going. More stuff to come. All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.